I am the woman of Kashmir. I don't have dreams, don't have even illusions. There is nothing to look forward to. My soul is bruised. My voice is silenced even before it comes out. My fear makes me stay awake whole nights. I, I see the faces which are not familiar to me. I am doomed as I was born in a slave nation. My individuality is lost. Who I am, I cannot find myself. I want to live. I want to exist. I don't want to feel like death. You can imagine the life of a woman in most militarized zone of the world. It is difficult to say what happened in Kashmir because the era of disappointment continues. Almost every family tells the tragic tale of death, enforced disappearances, physical disability, and psychological disappearances. The weight of these terrible events are not crushing our physique but our psyche and soul. Kashmir is an issue which troubles the peace process. Women of Kashmir have paid the price like other women in different conflict areas of the world. We all know the humiliation that Kashmiri women and girls have to undergo at the ruthless hands of thousands and thousands of Indian military and paramilitary forces. She has been disgraced, turned, tortured, maimed, and killed by different Indian agencies and unknown gunmen. And few of us even were jailed for years together. I was incarcerated for 5 long years. Conflict has created a large number of widows and half widows, mothers who have lost their sons, mothers who have lost their daughters, mothers whose sons and dear ones are languished in different jails without committing any serious crime and without fair trial. The conflict has created fear and uncertainty in the lives of women and girls in Kashmir. Women have borne the burnt of violence. According to the study, women in Kashmir are among the worst sufferers of sexual violence in the world. The figure is larger than that of Sri Lanka and Kosovo, Chechnya. The situation is worse for rape victims as the cases largely go unreported because of the fear of social stigma. Now, you know that I was willing to come to meet my friends there, but you know that the government is not issued the travel documents to me. They have banned me and they have put me in incarceration where I am not free to travel here and there. I am in Kashmir and I appeal to the international community to come forward, join the hands with the Kashmiri women and see how we are facing the humiliation every second, how we are facing the pain, how we are facing the pain and agony in the hands of Indian paramilitary forces. We have victims here, please listen them. We have the mother of Javed Ahmad Khan, who is in the jail for last 18 years, Fatima Khan. Throughout the world, it is found that suicide rates are highest among men and most intensive in the urban areas. But in the valley, the reverse is the truth. Women constitute more than 60% of the patients visiting Kashmiri lone psychiatric hospital in Srinagar for treatment, with most of them suffering from post-trauma stress disorder. They continue to suffer silently. A half widow cannot marry until the expiration of the 7 years from the date of enforced disappearances of her husband, whose whereabouts must not be known in these 7 years. In the meantime, the right of her husband's property are often threatened. Some widows who intend to marry largely do not find men who are willing to marry them. Widows and half widows are exploited by the so many NGOs of the government and government establishment in the name of rehabilitation. You know that with the killing, torture, rape, molestation, disappearances, and illegal detentions become the order of the day in Kashmir. Psychiatric disorders have been in a sharp increase post 1998. In 1998, about 1,700 patients visited the Valley Zone Psychiatrist Hospital, and by the year of 2003, the number had grown more than 448,000. Now it is in lakhs. I am highly obliged that you have given me a chance to share my pain with you. I hope that you will continue to struggle for the peace and prosperity of the women. You will struggle for the justice which is not prevailing on earth in Kashmir. Through Mashal, who is the General Secretary General of my organization, though I cannot represent my organization in this forum, but Shamima Shah, Professor Shamima Shah is representing my organization there. I hope she will give you the details, the sufferings of the women of Kashmir. She is Fatima Khan, mother of Javed Ahmad Khan, who is languished in Tihar jail for the last 18 years. She wants to tell you something. If you have the time, please accept her request to come to our rescue so that we can struggle for the justice together. Fatima Khan. For last 18 years, his son is languishing in jail without committing any serious crime. I can understand the pathetic condition of Fatima Khan because I myself has been the same victim. I have been incarcerated for last 5 years. I can understand because I have myself experienced the prisoner's rights violation. She is the mother of Javed Ahmad Khan, and she recently she visited his son in Tihar jail. She says that he was not feeling well because when he was tortured in such a way that he has lost his memory. She is Masooda Parveen. You know that his husband was killed by the Indian Occupational Forces. She will say something to you.
Assalamu alaikum all of you. Like everybody else, I had a family, like husband and 2 small kids. It was my universe. It was my everything. Like every else, I too lived a life with this hope that they daily violence and made him